Hello everyone,
Hi
we're
there.
at the Caravan again. What we plan to do now is we're going to go to our local caravan showroom, shop, retailer, I don't know what you call them. But we're going to go there and we're going to have a look around some of the caravans. Because when we were walking around the NEC, we thought, we started looking at different layouts and things, and Esther is getting a little bit older now. I mean, we're not getting a new caravan, but we were just thinking that when she does get a bit older, and what we've learnt from some of the, I wouldn't say shortcomings of our caravan. What's the word I'm looking for?
Having been lived in, so we've actually experienced caravan life in this layout for a while now, and we were just looking at, what would be the things that we would look for if we were to upgrade, and what things would be on our wish lists.
Yeah, so we've got to be careful. We've got to find one that our car can tow, and we've got some ideas of sorts of layouts and what sort of things we want. So we'll have a little wander around and see if any of these caravans meet our criteria. What are the criteria for the possible new caravan?
Okay, so our criteria is at least one fixed bed, a separate shower, an L-shaped lounge,
Or a U-shaped lounge.
Yeah.
Yeah, we quite like those.
and a caravan that is towable for our current car.
Let's have a look then.
Let's have a look.
Right, the first one we've looked at and we've been recommended by the guys here is this Swift Ace Globetrotter, which sort of fits the floor pan that we like. But that weight, 1500, I think most we can really tow realistically is 1400 kilograms, maybe a tiny bit less. So it's a shame. Lounge is small, smallish.
Big Nash's cabinet eats up into that, doesn't it?
Yeah. And then you got a nice little kitchen, and then the bathroom, which is the separate one which you like.
Yeah.
Separate shower, which is one of our requirements.
And middle bathroom.
Middle bathroom, and a bed with lots of stuff on it, which you can get in it from either side as well, that you don't have to make up.
Okay, so I really like this shelf here. I just don't know why. I just think that it's really kind of clever, because obviously this takes up a lot of room. So you just have like a little nice shelf, so just put like a teapot on or whatever.
Good idea. I think one of the things I have an issue with, not an issue with as such, it's a nice caravan, is the fact because this middle bathroom has a door that just has to be closed all the time. I just think it sort of like makes this living area feel quite enclosed personally, and it just makes you feel like you're in a smaller caravan than you're in. I know you've got all the other space down the other end, but it just makes this front room feel like a small front area, doesn't it? But now we've sat on these seats, it's a reasonably sized space to chill out and have your dinner. And
It's not enough room though here. You would definitely still need to get out
the freestanding table.
the freestanding table. So actually,
I think that's just a temporary thing, isn't it?
yeah, but it kind of eats into the space that we were looking for. So if we didn't actually have this unit, it would make that U shape that we actually quite like. So actually, I would probably prefer not to have this unit.
So maybe no units in other
Yes.
ones. So this one, it feels like a bit of a not really,
No.
and weighs too much as well. So,
And way too much.
so I don't even know why we were looking at it.
Okay.
So we're going to look at this Swift Ace Diplomat. She's in there already. I think it's just within our weight, and we'll have a look to see if the layout's suitable. Similar front space as the Ambassador we just looked at. Similar kitchen with your nice shelf that you like.
Similar handles as well, you can see.
Similar, but this has got the bed that's, is this called transverse bed?
Transverse.
Which is, don't don't mind so much. You can walk around it. I don't know how much it extends out when you've got all the bedclothes on it and when you've got it to night mode. And at the end, we've got the separate bathroom and separate shower, which we do need. So what do you think?
I think it does have a nice big cupboard here. It does have the fixed bed, which we were looking for. So one fixed bed we were looking for. But I'm not sure about this concertina door here. And the other requirement was having that middle bathroom so that whoever was sitting lying at the front wouldn't have to then go through this bed to get to the toilet.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's not a massive issue that someone has to. I mean, you sort of creep around at night, but it'd be easy. It'd be better if you didn't have to walk past somebody, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I mean, having that there, it does open up a bit the caravan, which is what we were talking about. Being able to sit there and be able to feel like you had a bit more space.
Exactly, I think it does. But that concertina is a bit flimsy and pathetic looking to me, but you can have it open all the time and it just open up the size of the car, you feel like, in a bigger space, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So what do you think of the shower area?
I think it's very nice. As we said, it's got a nice separate shower.
Separate shower? Easy for you to say.
Then you've got nice cupboards over here with really open shelves. It won't be a problem while you're moving. But then you've got a nice mirror here, and you've got a big shelf above here.
Yeah, it looks like when you're on night mode, I mean, you're about 3 inches tall, aren't you? And you can't get through there, can you?
No.
So it is a bit, especially when you think you put some a duvet on there and what have you, it'll stick out even further, I would have thought. So yeah, a bit limited in space for getting through.
A bit tight.
So I think overall it's a nice little van, but I don't think it quite hits our requirements. The next on the list is the 2022 Bailey Discovery D44. 4-berth. I think the only issue we've got here is it looks like it's a French bed. But it looks quite nice. Let's have a little look.
So just having a look at the bed, this would obviously make up into a double bed. Doesn't have the unit here, it does have some storage here.
The good thing about this one is as well, because this is the 2022, it's got the mustardy orangey bits on, because we're not a big fan of the new blue bits on the new version.
No, we much prefer the darker colour upholstery on the actual seating as well. The new version's got a lighter cream colour. Much prefer this grey.
Yeah, so the issue is it's a French bed, which not a massive issue, but it just means that one person's got to clamber over the other one. And then we've got the end bathroom, which is nice, pretty much like the other ones, but yeah, nice good size, a much better bathroom, and that bathroom sort of ticks all the boxes. It does look a bit dark in there, but it does look good.
It doesn't have the ceiling light that the last one did.
Okay, so we've just realised that on the wall they've got some really mustardy orange and yellow pockets, just really to put your books in, or maybe
You could stick your phone in there or something as well, couldn't you? Looks good. So again, a lovely van, and we did look at the D44 as one of our options before we got the Xplore 3 or 4, but I think that French bed to me is just not ideal. So
we'd end up with problems with that, having to get across each other in the night time.
Yeah, it's just a bit of an annoyance, isn't it? I'm always worried I'm going to wake you up clambering about.
And there's the end bathroom,
which is lovely. Well, the end bathroom, yeah, it's a nice bathroom, but you worry about people. But then you're not really walking past anybody too much, are you? You're walking past the bed, but you're not. Yeah, but yeah, I don't think this really ticks any of our boxes.
Nope.
Found an Xplore while we're here. What do you say? Let's go and explore the Xplore.
Yes. Let's go explore.
An Xplore 215, Xplore 435. A bargain at half the price, but certainly not a caravan we'd want to get, but we do like our Xplores, don't we?
Yeah.
Right, so this is the inside of the Xplore 435, was it? I think it was.
435.
So you've got some beds at the back that you make up. Whoa, excuse, swish. And then you got some beds at the front that you make up. And now our requirement for a new caravan would be not to make any beds up. But it's nice to see the inside of an Xplore 435. What's about the bathroom like?
Okay, so the other requirement that we had was a separate shower, and it's only got a wet room, so that's not going to fit our requirements on that one.
Right, we've just come across this one, which is the Swift 2021 Ace Nightstar. 6 berth. We're in the right sort of weight. It says fixed bed. Let's go and have a little look inside. Right. This is huge inside, isn't it? We need telephones to communicate from one end of the caravan to the other. That looks quite nice. That's a lovely seating area. I like that one. And then you get this seating area as well, which is handy.
Very handy. This is where I would probably do my colouring.
Yes, colouring table. Now the bed. Fixed bed, lovely, don't have to make it up.
Yep.
But it's not only is it a French bed, it's one of those French beds with quite a sort of narrow in and out bit.
Yes.
So there's going to be lots of clamberizations.
And there is some little tiny shelves, if you look over there, that are very, very, very narrow.
Nice little bathroom.
Separate shower.
Separate shower, which is good, ticks the box.
I like this, to be honest.
So what do you think of it?
I do actually really like this because I like the fact that it feels really open. That was one of the criteria as well. We wanted something that felt quite open and had separate sections with a fixed bed, but the French bed just doesn't tick boxes for us, so unfortunately isn't the one for us.
Right, this one is the Eriba Novalight 442. Now, I'm not sure, did we look in this one before? I think we've looked in one of these Novarels before, but it's within the weight and 3 berth, so let's have a little look inside. Alright, so this is the little Eriba that we're looking at, and this has got a nice big fixed bed at the back. It's huge, isn't it?
It is ginormous.
You said we could get all 3 of us in it, but we're not. And then it's a nice little kitchen area. I think the bathroom's off to the side, the washroom's off to the side, and this little end bit, which I presume you're making to a little bed at the end.
Oh no.
And there we go. The washroom's a little wet room type.
Wet room. No,
With not separate shower, so
no
it does look nice. We do like the Eribas, but
not really for us.
right, we've been told by the lovely gentleman here to check out the Bailey Phoenix. This is the Bailey Phoenix Plus 644 2023. Floor plan looks decent and looks like the MTPL is just about right, so have a little look in here. Right, so this is inside the Phoenix 644. Bit similar to the one we've just looked in earlier. Bigger area down here for sitting at. And nice and open, isn't it?
Very nice. You've got
Is it a concertina?
yeah.
The dreaded concertina. And the bed's one of the transverse ones. And it looks to me like
Yeah.
there's even less space.
Because there's a big block of like wood here or something.
Oh yeah, there's like a little shelf down there. Can you get through there?
Barely.
Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? Yeah, it's a bit of a shame that. And the bathroom's similar to the other one. And let's have a look. Right, and yeah, and again, the bathroom I do like. This end shower with a separate shower, it looks nice.
How do you close it?
Maybe you never do. Right, yeah, so very similar to the other one. We've actually put the bed into daytime mode because I couldn't get through it. So another one, unfortunately, feels like to me with a bit of a no.
It does feel much more spacious, and actually having this lid on the cooker and having this workspace here does make the kitchen feel a lot more open plan and workable. So you've got this here which actually doubles up, so it gives you so much more workspace here.
But overall, I think there's just a few little things that we're doing very well here, aren't we?
We're not doing Put in the comments below if you know of a caravan that you think that we should have a look at that fits our criteria. Let us know.
So we've moved on to the 2023 Bailey Phoenix Plus 642. Now, as far as I can tell, the fixed beds are single, which is something we haven't looked at yet, but let's have a little look. Nice sort of standard sort of living area there.
Yeah,
A cabinet.
Having a look at this does let a lot of light in. Still not sure how I feel about the single.
Yeah, I do prefer. I mean, it is nice in a sort of interesting way. You can get a nice view of the sky. But I just like that. A normal caravan, not normal caravans, other caravans where you have the panoramic window rather than the. Is this one called panoramic? I don't know, but it's the one that you can see. It's like one big window at the front that goes horizontally. If you know what I mean?
This does also have these additional two.
Yeah, it gives it a lot of light.
Windows here, which does actually add to the light and doesn't always feel, apart from this little bit here, you have got that. I mean, I don't know if you'd need the curtains taken away from that light at all, or what purpose they serve, but I mean they definitely add a lot of light, and it does feel quite bright, especially with the Hecky roof like above you.
Nice kitchen area, and then the only fixed beds that we wanted to fix double really are 2 fixed single beds. What do we think about that?
I think 2 fixed single beds wasn't something we'd initially look at. We do like the fact when you sit here and you look down through the caravan, it does have that really nice open plan and you don't get obstructed by a transverse bed initially. So it does make the caravan feel quite open. It's obviously that deciding who's going to use those fixed beds, if they'll be for the adults and we would make the front, which makes up into a double bed for the child, or if we would make this up for ourselves. I'm not sure on the dimensions of this. We'd need to check it, see whether or not this will fit for us. But if it did, I still feel like we would have to make it up, because I don't think these are quite long enough for us to sleep on without making it up.
You could technically, I mean, how long? Could she sleep on that? You took that back cushion off, she could sleep on that.
I think she could sleep on that
but
one.
But that would mean that we'd have single beds.
But that would mean we'd have single beds.
Yeah. Right, so the shower bathroom at the end's got the nice separate shower cubicle, which is nice. It's smaller than the other ones, but I think it's workable. I think it's good.
Yep, very.
So in summary, what do you think of this one? This is the Bailey. Can you read the number? What it was? 642 was it? I can't remember.
So this one was the Bailey 642, and I've just actually gone onto these beds and I've noticed that they are really narrow. So that would mean probably it would have to have been the child bed. We'd have a separate child bed, which we didn't need, and then we'd have to make up the front bed. So for me, I think it's probably a no.
We're doing well. And I think this is going to be our final look at today, but this is the 2023 Bailey 640 Phoenix 4-berth. It's got a nice middle washroom, so let's have a quick look in this one. Right, so we're in the Phoenix 640, was it now? I'm losing track. 6-something. 640.
640.
Similar to one that we looked at earlier. It feels a bit bigger to me, this one. Nice big flow through. You can you feel that? Could that door be left open? Yeah. It doesn't feel as enclosed when you close that one. It's got a separate shower, which is cool.
Separate shower, so make your way in here.
And then you've got the bed at the end.
And then you've got an also a cylinder.
Let me just swish all around. And then toilets on that side.
And then you can also close the door, just like that, to get your privacy.
So, what do you think of this one? You'd always have to make a bed up possibly at the front there, wouldn't you? Or
That's just bed to be made up at the front.
Or she could just sleep on one of those beds, because they're long enough for easy for her to sleep on.
Yeah.
Not on those chairs.
Yeah, she could sleep on that. If we took this off, the back cushion, she could lie on that without having to make a bed up. So in terms of making beds up, actually, that would fit our criteria. We wouldn't have to make any beds up there, really.
Yeah. And it's like the other one, although the washroom's in the middle and you can close off, this area still feels pretty big, I think. It feels like a bigger space sat at the front.
It does. I think it does feel like a bigger space because of the fact that you can actually view down as well. I'm not sure about that door to the bathroom not being able to be latched open.
But I say, even when it's closed, it still feels pretty big in here.
It does look really bright as well. I think This fits all of our
It's
criteria.
this closest that we've had so far, this one, and it's just about on what we can tow, I think, safely. So I've closed that door, and I think it still feels quite a big space here for living area. Well, not swish didn't make everybody sick, but there you go. I think it feels like a nice big space. You don't feel like you're in a small caravan anymore with the door closed. That's pretty cool. This is the closest one we've got yet. So I think this is the last one we're going to look into today. So overall, I think we do have our criteria. Some of them it's going to be hard to find a caravan that's going to hit them all. But there's plenty more caravans. We've only looked at a few, and there's still much more options. So we'll probably do a follow-up video on this later on.
Yeah, and we'll investigate whether or not that unit has to be, and if there's that option on this particular vehicle, whether or not you can remove that cab and have like the spare chair there. I know sometimes you can stipulate that.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get that. Yeah, we're not really found anything with a U shape or an L shape or anything yet, but it's nice. So anyway, we hope you enjoyed our little video there of us looking on a few caravans for possible replacements for our caravan. Not that we are replacing our caravan, we still love our caravan. We're just a few little things that we've come to in our next caravan we'd like to improve on, if you know what I mean. So I think overall we never really found anything that ticked every box, but it's always good to look, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Hey, it's time.
Don't forget to
Like and subscribe to all that good stuff, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Thanks,
Bye.
bye.